Hi, my name is Brian. Welcome to another video on derivatives. In this video, we are going to talk about the power rule. Now, the power rule lets us differentiate functions that have the following form. And so the derivative, which we use the f prime, what you're going to do is you're going to bring the exponent down and then subtract 1 off the exponent. And that's it. So a very quick example would be, let's take the function 3x to the 8th. All right, if you wanted to show all your work, and what you'll do is you'll bring the 8 down, okay, and then subtract 1 off the exponent. So you can even write 8 minus 1, and that would give us 24x to the 7th. Now this doesn't work with just integers, right? The n is any number. So we can have fractions, decimals, negative numbers. So let's try a couple more. If you had a function with, say, let's do 1/2 x to the 4/3. Right, still works the same way. What you're going to do is bring the exponent down and then subtract 1 off of the exponent. So that's going to give us 4/6 x, and then 4/3 minus 1 is 1/3. Okay. Now what about functions that have radical signs, like the cube root of x? All right, in order to get it into the right form, again, this form up here, you have to rewrite this function so that it is x to a power. Now, the cube root of x is x to the 1/3 power. All right, so all we're going to do is bring the 1/3 down and then subtract 1 off of the exponent. So the final answer would be 1/3 x to the negative 2/3. Okay, what about functions where the x is on the denominator? Something like 3 over 4x squared. Okay. In order to get it into the right form, this x is going to have to come up top. And so it's going to be 3x to the negative 2 over 4, which I do recommend that if you have numbers on the denominator and even the numerator, that you would pull them out, separate them from the x, you get something that looks like that. So then the derivative, okay, we're going to bring the negative 2 down, so times negative 2, and then subtract 1 off the exponent. So then this is going to be negative 6/4 x to the negative 3. And then you reduce the negative 6/4, so negative 3/2 x to the negative 3. What you can do is bring the x negative 3 back down to the bottom. So we can write it as negative 3 over 2x cubed. Also, I didn't do that, but you can reduce this to be 2/3. And then lastly, what happens when you have, these are still going to fit the same form, but let's say f of x just equals kx, where k is a constant, and then you have the x to a power of 1, then the derivative is just going to be k. And then if you had the function that is just a constant, then the derivative is going to be 0. Okay, that's the power rule. Hope it helps. Good luck. Bye.